Hello and welcome back to Underheim Zoo. I hope you all had a fantastic week. I'm super excited to be back. I actually gave a little bit of a break in between filming the last couple episodes, so I am filming this just after episode 2 came out, so yeah, I probably haven't really seen all the comments yet, but from the feedback on the first video, you guys are enjoying this series so far, so I am super glad. I think this is such a fun, it's gonna be such a fun little zoo. So today, what I want to focus on, or start on, because this is going to be, I think, a pretty big project, is the oasis. So I was kind of thinking about it a bit. I think we need to maybe reshape this island a little bit. I want it to go, I don't know if it's quite, actually, you know what, maybe I shouldn't bite off too much. I don't know, I'm kind of like, oh, is it big enough? Is it going to be big enough? But maybe I don't want to, like, overdo it with the size of this one either. I definitely want to do a little bit more variation in the terrain level, and then maybe I'll like throw down a couple of buildings just to kind of get the scale. I think I need it to be a little bit bigger than that, the island, and yeah, I think it needs a little bit more shaping, a little bit better shaping, and maybe to be a little bit bigger, so I'll probably have to mess with the water and stuff a little bit as well, but that's not too big of a deal. But what I want to be able to get done today, I don't know if I'm going to get all of the detailing done on this island in one episode. I guess you'll see by the title of this video whether or not we get the animals in and the island done, or if we do end up doing the animals and just like the pathing on the island or what. But I definitely want to start with the pathing, getting this island shaped up a little bit, get the paths on there, and then kind of see what that looks like as a layout. So I might actually do all of that off camera and then check back in once those paths are done, and then just do the building on camera, because I think that might make more sense. But before we get into that, I want to take a quick look at our animals. The zoo, I haven't really played since last time we recorded, so there shouldn't be too much new going on. But it looks like our meerkats are having fun over here with their sprinkler and their bubble machine. Very fun. I love that. Where are the little ones? Ooh, is that a little one? No. Yes, those are the little ones. I love how they like hang out in packs. I always see them together. It's so cute. I love these guys. Absolutely adorable. The rhinos, I don't think they are pregnant yet. Yeah, what did it say if she was pregnant? Yeah, I don't think she's pregnant yet. But maybe soon would be very fun. I would love to see a little baby rhino. I think they live for quite a long time, relatively speaking, so I think we have plenty of time for her to have a baby. But why are you just like standing in your food bowl? Very strange, very strange. Oh, is he taking a nap? Oh, love that. And of course we have our 2 exhibits, which we will not forget about. Everything looks very shiny tonight, doesn't it? Look at the, like, even the sandstone on the walls. It's very strange. I don't know why the sandstone would be so shiny. Let's see. Have these guys had more babies yet? They keep having, yep, they've had more babies. They keep having babies, and it's just like boom after boom after boom. Let's get rid of most of them and just keep 1 male, 1 female. Young ones, there we go. And what about our snails? Have they had, they have babies too! Look at that! Okay, very fun. I did not mark which one our first 2 were. I'm assuming it was these 2. 2.7 years. And how old is this one? 0.3. Oh god, it's not those 2. Oh no. Okay, well I gotta find which one of these is also closer to 2.7 years old. Because we definitely had a male that was... Okay, 3. Okay. So it's this one and that first female. So everyone else is going to go into the trade center. And for these guys, I think I'm going to keep them. Or at least keep the fittest ones so that we don't run into those issues again where we couldn't find anybody. So when these 2 kind of aren't living anymore, we can replace them with some of their babies. And I think that'll work out really well. I like how they produce so often, though, all of these exhibit animals. I guess it's a good way to make money, too, even though we're still pretty darn good on money in this zoo. We are just making money, so that's great. I think this info booth is working, too. I wasn't really sure about info booths at in a lot of my zoos. Are my hours funny? No, they're not. Okay. Yeah, I kind of sometimes am a little bit, suspicious of info booths and how much they actually, get used by the guests, but for the most part, people are using them. Definitely that front one, less so this one. And, of course, our one bathroom has a lineup. Once we get Bridge over here, we'll definitely have some more bathrooms and stuff over there. But I think we also need something kind of transitional here in order to get over there. But I'm not sure if that's just going to be filler later or what exactly. But yeah, since it doesn't seem like there's too much going on with our animals at this point, maybe this is a good time to just jump in and I'll fix up this island a little bit, maybe try to add the pathing and plan out a little bit, and then I will show you guys the plan. Alright, and here is our little island outline. So, probably a little bit hard to picture right off the bat, but essentially we're going to have, this is all going to have to be kind of filled in a little bit here and there, but this is a bridge. It's going to lead over to our main area here. Maybe we'll do like a fountain or some kind of sculpture thing here, and I kind of have a space for one here as well, but who knows, maybe we'll fill those in. Later on, they're just kind of there for placeholders. And yeah, so it is small enough that I think I should be able to do most of the building, or at least all the core building in this episode. So we'll jump into that speed build very quickly here, but this is kind of what it's going to look like. So everybody's going to come through here. There's sort of a main path that's going to go here, and then it'll go off the island to the rest of the zoo. After there, over here is going to be the habitat. So from here, this will be kind of the little viewing area and viewing platform here to see all the animals. I think they'll be able to come up onto the beach here to a certain extent as well. I'll just have to rock off some of this area when we build that. And yeah, these little raised alleyways are just this is going to be covered in buildings, you'll see. This is just kind of going to be a nice little, mini path to maybe a food building or a shop or whatever it might be. And then over here we'll have some beach access. So kind of imagine this to be another little mini courtyard. And then down here we'll have access to, the beach. I mean, our guests aren't really going to use it. I might add a viewpoint here, just to make it, now that we have those vista viewpoints, to make it kind of just a cool area to come and check out. And then we'll probably have a few buildings down here as well. And, little stands for food and drink and that sort of thing. Just kind of, just for fun more than anything. We're not going to do another animal over on that side. But yeah, I think it is about time now that we jump into building this thing. And here we go. So I'm really excited about this section. I think it's going to be so fun and exciting and colorful when it's all wrapped up. We get to a pretty good spot in this video, I will say. But yeah, I think once we actually get the detailing and stuff on there, it'll be really good. For now, it's just going to be the outline of all of these buildings. And yeah, I just went essentially with the pathway that I had already made and, made a little town out of it, or a little village, I guess, or a city square maybe might be a better description of it, because it is pretty small, but I mean, we didn't need anything huge anyway. I managed to put a ton of food and drink buildings in here and all of that, so it worked out really well. Yeah, so I took inspiration from a bunch of photos of some different towns and cities in Morocco for this, all of those beautiful blue buildings and the walkways, and yeah, I think it looks so cool. You have these really narrow little pathways, in some cases the ground is tiled like this, in some cases the ground is a little bit more boring and the buildings are just the bright blue. But I thought, you know what, let's just go all out. It's a zoo. It's a game. We're going to do blue on blue on blue. And this is not our final blue. There is going to be kind of a switch somewhere in the middle here where I end up changing all of the blue to a lighter blue that I like way better. But I just kind of do that quick off camera and, it's easy enough. But yeah, so I'm also doing essentially what I saw a lot of photos of. There were some where the entire area would just be just these plain blue buildings, but I thought it would look a little bit better to break it up. I also saw some photos where they had buildings that had the normal plaster on the top, or the normal mud kind of plastered stuff on the top, and then blue from part way down, or some of them weren't flat across, some of them were diagonal across, or whatever. But I figured this was easy enough to do in this game, and it would still look cool, hopefully. Again, I know it doesn't look cool now, but I'm hoping it will look cool once I get the details in. So yeah, I just kind of went with a bunch of random layers just to make it look like the buildings were different heights and all of that in here as well. So yeah, it turned out, I like how this area turned out. The penguin habitat as well, we're going to do in a minute. And yeah, we have some good viewing areas over to the right hand side there for that. And I'm really excited to jazz up this entrance. This is definitely what I'm going to start with. It's going to be next episode. I didn't really get around to, decorating up any of this. But next episode, you can watch me decorate all of this, hopefully with some really cool details. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's going to look cool. It might take a while, and I'm not sure if I'm going to film all of it. Just because it's going to be a lot of detailing work, and I don't know how much copy and pasting there's going to be able to be done, or what exactly. I know I didn't build this in the best possible order, I think. As I've been building a bit more in this game, I do think that the copy or the duplicate feature is definitely your best friend. So I might this might just end up being kind of the skeleton. And, for a building, I might just end up decorating a wall and then kind of deleting all the walls around the building and replacing it with the decorated ones, just to, make it a little bit easier. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to have to get into the detailing and see how much I want to do by hand versus how much just duplicating there's going to be in the decorations. But yeah, I am excited to decorate this area. I know it's going to be a lot of work. So I'm glad I made it relatively small. But yeah, here you can see I've been putting in all of our shops and our food and our drinks and our bathrooms and all of that. Got this cute little area by the beach down here. And then there's a whole bunch just kind of randomly strewed throughout the city. And that's mostly just to get people to use those little side pathways, because otherwise they don't really go anywhere. And it's fine, I think, for it to just be there for show anyway. But to actually have people come in and walk around in there, I think is going to be a little bit better. And yeah, one thing that I found really nice about this little town as well was that it gives us ample spaces to hide staff buildings. So I was able to hide kind of the rest staff rooms. Yes, the staff rooms in there all randomly. And yeah, I like how that turned out. Oh, I'm so excited to play with these decorative pieces. A little secret preview spoiler for the very end of this episode. I end up building this really fun brick and tile bridge in the penguin habitat, and then you'll see it at the very end of this video. But it made me want to definitely bring some more of those kind of brick and tile detailing into this city. So I think it's going to be super fun to play with that. So if that's something that interests you, if you like the decorative part of the building process, I guess, just make sure that you watch out for next episode, because I think that time lapse is going to be very long. Because I think it's going to take a really long time, but I'm hoping that it is kind of cool. Especially since this one did end up being a very short speed build. But yeah, that is about it for the speed build, so let's just jump right back into it. All right, and here is the outline of our little city or town or whatever it might be over here, a little square. So yeah, obviously, where are you guys running to? Okay, nothing exciting. Yeah, so obviously this needs a lot of work and a lot of decorating and a lot of detailing and all of that fun stuff. But for the most part, the structure's down and we can do the detailing perhaps next episode. But over here we have a nice little viewing area for our penguins, which we're going to put in very shortly here. And yeah, we have the little beach access down here. Nothing down here yet. I think I'm going to build some buildings down here a little later as well, and put some food and drink in there just to encourage people to come down here. Oh yeah, I said I also wanted to try the viewing location thing here too, so why don't we just do that quick? Yeah, Vista Point. So if I put a Vista Point here, maybe people will come down just to check it out. I don't know. we'll have to, we'll have to see how that works, but in the meantime, I mean, nobody's going to really come through here until we get our penguins in anyway, and I have a feeling a lot of people are going to stand here to look at the penguins. So, yeah, I didn't really make this viewing area too big because I have a feeling people are going to want to stand here and look at them. So, why don't we get those penguins? Okay, so right off the bat, it looks like we've got a bunch of brown mutation penguins for way too many conservation credits. We don't need them. Let's see if there's some more reasonable ones in here. Oh, darn it, they're the only ones that are not frontier. Okay. I might just wait a little bit and wait for some more penguins to get put up on the market, because I would like, ideally, she's not that bad, or he's not that bad, but I would like some, you know, silver at least, maybe gold silver, in here for penguins. We can have a lot of penguins in here as well. You can have like up to 500. This isn't big enough for 500 penguins, but their actual flock size is basically unlimited, so we will see how much room we have for them, and we might also need to do a little bit of adjusting with the terrain here if they can't get into the water, but yeah, we'll need to get the penguins in here before we can check that out. And same with their enrichment and stuff, we'll put in their enrichment once we have them as well. Okay, and here are our penguins. So it's been a little while. I decided just to leave it and come back later in the evening today because I wasn't really seeing much in terms of penguins available. But we got a few good ones, a few maybe not so good ones, but it's all fine. We're starting with 10, so it's a little bit more than I was expecting because I got a few that weren't so great, and then I saw better ones in the trade center, and yada yada yada. So yeah, there are, you know, we're gonna end up with a lot of penguins, but I think that's okay. They have lots of space here. So yeah, we definitely need to go through and do their enrichment. And yeah, just as I predicted, everybody's trying to look at the penguins from over here, which isn't great, but I don't know, maybe they'll migrate over here later. Might also be worth putting some viewing in here maybe as well, just to like expand it a bit and putting a bunch of their enrichment over here so they come over here. I'm not sure. Guests aren't really that smart. I also wonder if putting up like full walls here might block them from trying to look at the penguins. I don't know how that actually works, but either way, oh, they're all the way over here. Okay, that's not a bad view of the penguins. They were complaining that this was a bad view of the penguins. Okay, whatever. We'll figure that out later, but in the meantime, let's take a look at what they need for enrichment. They need toys and they need food, obviously. I'm not sure what we have available right now, but we can take a look. So, African penguin. Oops. If I could type. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Alright, what do they have? So we obviously need some bedding. I don't have a shelter for them. Maybe we'll see if they need a shelter after. But, alright, so underwater feeder. They do have some deep water here. So we can put the underwater feeder here. We don't really have underwater viewing for them. We did a lot of that sort of stuff in the previous zoo, so I'm not really too worried about it, to be honest, in this one. But let's put their cute little ball over here. It's such a neat, I don't know what that is. It's like a light thing? I don't know. I like that. And apparently that's all that we actually need for enrichment items. So we're going to leave that because we are on hard difficulty, which means, oh god, who's having a hard time? Uh-oh, our meerkats? Why are meerkats having a hard time? Stress, really? Oh, are the people too loud? Okay, wait. Let's put down the be quiet signs here before they get too upset. I thought the meerkats were okay with people, but I guess maybe this is just, there's not enough. I hate that. I hate the animals getting stressed from the people. We might have to figure out, maybe make their enclosure bigger or something so they can be farther away. I don't know. But anyway, let's take a look back at our penguins, which is our current task at hand. So yeah, so they need some more hard shelter. Maybe I'll build them something off of this building here. Could be kind of cute, and that would be a good way to maybe block some of this viewing as well. Maybe that would be a bad idea. And yeah, their deep water is good though. Okay, so they just need some soil. Also, I noticed something else. Where was that? I noticed this. I've never seen this before. So I guess this is new to the game. Must have came in an update recently. But I don't know if, does it like just show me, oh, okay, this is filtering like what plants are in here. Okay, interesting. So I could like see all of the tundra plants or all the aquatic plants. Okay, sure, that makes sense. Do they actually have enough plants in here? How do you, oh wait, let's go back to my penguin. Yeah, so their plant coverage, is almost too much. So I think we'll leave it as is. Looks a little bit funny over here, but maybe I'll just add more rocks. They might like that a little bit better. And we'll just get that soil level up so that it is perfect terrain. Okay, there we go. I fixed it up a little bit. I mean, not perfect, but maybe when I go back in and detail this area, I'll also go back in and detail everywhere else. But yeah, here it looks like everybody's eating, which is great. I just kind of expanded this out a little bit. I might bring this out, like build maybe some more buildings over here so that people can kind of come and take a look. We'll see how crowded this area gets. It's kind of hard to tell, but I blocked this off so people aren't standing here anymore to watch them and complaining that they can't see them. I'm not sure if they're going to be any happier over here since, you know, I can't really... It would be better if I could put their food there, but the keeper can't get there, and I guess I could build a bridge for him. I'll think about it. We'll see how they, if they really hate the viewing or not after a little while, but it looks like... Okay, some of our vet research is done, that's fine. More exciting, it looks like we can upgrade or increase our zoo entrance fee. So let's just do by 2 for now and see if they complain about that. If not, we'll just, maybe we'll... Underpriced? Still underpriced? Okay, we'll increase it a little more. Let's do 15 and 13. We'll leave it for a moment and let it update. Just super exciting. Yeah, look at these guys. I like these warm weather penguins, hey? That is so cool. I love that. I think penguins are such neat animals. And especially with all the new aquatic stuff and the diving and everything like that, I think they're just such a perfect animal. And, you know, we're not fiddling around with the super gimmicky, like, underwater viewing and stuff in at least this part of the zoo. So, you know, very easy, and very big habitat for them. I feel like the viewing will get better, too, once they're, you know, they fill out a bit more. I mean, all these guys are going to start having babies, and then we're going to just have a ton of... They're still underpriced. Interesting. But yeah, we're going to have a ton of, like, babies and stuff, so I think that'll be very fun. Okay, they're not complaining anymore. Perfect. So the last couple things that I need to do, obviously there's a lot of detailing work that needs to be done, but I think that's going to be next episode. Or maybe I'll do it like some of the detailing in here off camera before next episode. We'll see, and then we'll do like the town or the little city area next episode. The detailing there, because I assume you guys want to see that. And kind of wrapping up all of this. Oh look, they're actually coming to like hang out at the beach and look around. That's pretty cool. We'll have to put benches and some more shops and stuff down there too. But yeah, the last couple things that I'm going to do are just kind of, you know, get pictures of everybody, put up all of the penguin signs. I guess I'll do it maybe in here. We'll do a little gallery of all of them, or maybe like on this wall, on like these 2 walls. And then we'll need to do one of those like information facts, maybe like over here or something. I think we want a couple of advertisement points for the penguins because they're a little bit hard to find where you actually view them from, but it looks like people are finding it just fine. So we'll probably do one of those advertisement boards and the penguin name boards. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Just wanted to do this little piece here. What's bothering me? There we go. Yeah, so I'll do those, and I'll also update the map here, and then I think that'll be pretty much it for today's episode. Okay, so here is our complete penguin habitat now. So a little bit more work than I thought that I was going to do off camera, but I built this adorable little bridge. So I wanted, and I also expanded this out. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking, you know, it would be way better if they spent a bit more time over here, like the penguins, and they could get over here, but why would they? So I moved their food bowl over here, and essentially I built the bridge mostly so that the keeper can get back and forth and actually feed them, but the penguins do use it too, which I think is super cute. And yeah, I really love how this turned out. I've never really tried to build something this intricate in this game before, but I really like it. I think it turned out really well. There's a little bit of clipping there because there's obviously some overlapping parts. But overall, I think it's super cute, and I think it fits in really well, and it'll look better once this building looks better, I think. Obviously, this is not detailed yet, but yeah, very cool. Brick and tile, and I think I want to bring a lot of this look into this area here. I'll probably play a little bit more around with the brick pieces to, like, you know, frame doorways and that sort of thing. Because, yeah, I really love the look of this. And I don't know if it's, like, super accurate to, like, you know, the Moroccan look, but I think I actually used a photo of a bridge in Spain to influence this one. But, yeah, same sort of, you know, area, whatever. But, yeah, I think it's going to be super fun. Ooh, look at him. I want to see him interacting with this thing. What is it? Oh, I'm so excited. It's so cute. Oh, I love that. Anyway, yeah, so to wrap this video up, the bridge is new, and we got all the education boards up and ready, and of course we have our wall of penguins. So this one a little bit more simple than the meerkat ones. It's just their names because there was a lot of them. So there are 10 penguins so far. I may add the babies when they get born as well, just because, you know, we'll be adding to the pack and all of that. But for now, that's good. And then the only other thing that got changed was the map as well. So let's just take a quick look. Actually, you know what? I added a map here too. We can take a look at this one. So I'll probably maybe fix up, you know, how this is placed a little bit, but yeah, the map here and the map at the front were both updated, so now we have the island here, and I don't think the food and, like, bathroom locations are exactly accurate, but I don't think it really matters. It's mainly just for show anyway, obviously, so I just kind of threw in some, you know, 2 bathrooms, there's a bunch of food stalls, some info, a gift shop, all of that fun stuff here. Once we build some more buildings around here and make the path go off, we'll obviously update it, but then we have our huge penguin enclosure here. And yeah, that is our current zoo map. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. This is what it looks like overall so far. I'm really excited about this one. I love this little bridge. It's giving me so many ideas to decorate up this one. And next episode, it's going to be so focused on detailing this area because I think it's going to look so good when the detailing is done. So look forward to that. And as always, let me know in the comment section below if you enjoyed this episode. If you have any suggestions for stuff that you might want to see in this zoo or animals you might want to see. Again, I think I've kind of said this a couple of times already, but I do want to do this sort of like a bunch of different African themes throughout this zoo. So I want to do the whole traditional safari thing with, like, the safari ride. I haven't really done that before. I know in our last zoo we had, like, a big mixed African habitat, but I've never really done, like, the safari drive-through with, like, a huge habitat for them. So I do want to do that. I think that'll be fun. But I'm also kind of looking into, like, you know, maybe we can do an ancient Egypt area, and maybe we can do you know, kind of old African area, or like a Tatooine if you're a Star Wars, if you're a Star Wars fan. We can do that kind of, like, you know, dirt, mud, building sort of area, and throw some of our, you know, maybe the predators over there or something like that. I don't know. If you have any cool ideas, let me know in the comment section below, and I will talk to you in the next episode.